Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Live.
We are VDL.
VDL. We are VDL.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Daily Live, VDL. I'm Trisha Swenson, your host in our Eagle Vail studio today. We're going to have Brazzo out in Vail Village with a couple of great interviews, and we'll give you all sorts of details on what is happening this week. And it is a big week of happenings. We just opened up Beaver Creek yesterday. We're going to give you some details on what's happening with the Birds of Prey races going on this week. Also, we've got Chris Anthony's film, Mission Mountain Vanguard, that's going to be happening, and then we're going to be having many more details on how you can get ready for the holidays. We're helping local law enforcement with their Shop with a Cop endeavor that they do every single year. So a lot of fun things going on, and we want to get right to it. So thanks for sticking with us for today's show. We'll be with you for about the next hour or so, and hopefully you found us on either YouTube or Facebook. On those two platforms you can chat with us. If you're on vaildaily.com or vaildailylive.com, hop on over to YouTube or Facebook if you want to chat. And if you can't catch us for the whole show, you can always watch us on demand later on. We're on YouTube and Facebook on demand, as well as Amazon Fire, Apple TV, Roku, and we are a podcast on Spotify. In case you're out walking the dog, or maybe you're doing some jogging, or you're at the gym, you could still find out what's happening by joining us via those platforms. So we'd love to hear what you want to know about today, find out where you're tuning in from. So let's light up the chat this morning and get the conversation started. But like we said, we've got a lot of things going on today, and we got Rachel driving the bus here. Is Brazzo ready? Okay, we're going to take it out to Brazzo. He is standing by in the elements. Okay, Brazzo, I can see your breath.
Good morning. I'm smoking a cigar. This is what I do every morning. Before I do my jumping jacks, I get a cigar. How are you, everybody? Good morning. I was ready for my cold opening, and I just get the cold, I guess. Right?
I know. We're like, wait, where'd they go? We lost them. All right, Brazzo, I could see the snowmaking guns behind you. You know, we want to remind people that although they did open up Tier 2, you know, Avanti Express between Lions Head and between Vail Village, there's still no top to bottom skiing down to Lions Head. It's only from Mid-Vail down to Vail Village. That's what we learned yesterday.
Oh, nice. That's great to know. That's great information to know.
Yeah.
Are they still recommending people to ride the gondola down, Trish?
You know what? If you feel comfortable going down, and you know, it's like Lion's Way catwalk, parts of Bear Tree, you know, some of those catwalks and portions of runs that take you from Mid-Vail down to Vail Village. But now over in Lion's Head, we do have gondola, the Eagle Bond Gondola, number 19, open for you. And that gives you access to the little Eagle Lift, that little chair 15, and then that magic carpet, Thundercat magic carpet. This is just east of the Eagle's Nest building. But after that, your day up there, then you're going to download the Eagle Bond Gondola back to Lion's Head.
Gotcha.
So
That's great. That's great info. I'm still being a little lazy on my skiing side. You know, I'm still in kind of the soccer mode. I want to swing a golf club a few more times, but it's coming. I can feel it. And today we have an amazing show, everyone. We're going to be talking with Chris Anthony, as Trish mentioned, and learn about history and rat skiing and a big news on the premiere of a new movie. So stay tuned, and we'll come back with Chris very soon here.
Yeah, you know what? I'm really excited to see that movie. I got my tickets for Wednesday, which is tomorrow already, and the Valar Center has a few more tickets. And Brazzo, what's been interesting is, you know, Chris Anthony is a local. He was a Warren Miller athlete and probably about, I think, 27 Warren Miller movies. And he started doing some things, kind of dabbling with 10th Mountain Division in the Climb to Glory documentary that they show right at the Colorado Snow Sports Museum, near where you are. But he's said that this mission, Mount Mangart, it kept on just turn after turn. His life direction was to do this movie, and he said he's so happy that it's now complete and they can share the information and share the history and to think about what those soldiers were thinking. The war had ended and they were still over in Europe, which was Yugoslavia at the time, and they were just kind of stationed there to make sure that Yugoslavia wasn't trying to get in on all the action when things had kind of quieted down. And in the spirit of just being young men, they decided, hey, let's do a race. They had a lot of great skiers in the 10th Mountain Division. And that's how it all came about. So it's really cool that we can find out more.
Skiers and racers and all around bad tales. It's amazing. I was reading and learning about World War II and what this man did and what he did for the sport of skiing as well. Of course, the country is unbelievable. So I'm super excited to learn a little bit more from directly from Chris. It's going to be so much fun to talk to him.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. All right, well, Brazzo, we'll let you warm up a little bit and let you get inside right now, and we'll give people some details on what's going to be happening with our weather. So it's pretty much the same kind of thing. I feel like it's Groundhog's Day. But this weather brought to you by Betteridge, fine jewelry and watches since 1897. And more sunshine in the forecast, cool start to the day. So keep in mind, our temperatures will cool down overnight, but really not nearly as bad as they could be. Actually, we kind of want the temperatures to remain pretty cool because that's what helps us make snow. So if we look at what we have temperature-wise throughout the Vail Valley, Avon, we're at 26. Eagle 20, Vail 28, and Edwards 22. So not too bad out there. Down in Denver, they're looking at 39 degrees. And we're going to see more sunshine in the forecast for today. And that's going to be just widespread sunshine, not a chance of snow. Here's a live look from one of the webcams looking from West Vail out towards the Gore Range. You can just see the sun starting to crest in the upper left-hand part of the screen. Traffic looking good as well. 26 right now. It feels like 22, so really not much of a difference between the actual temperature and the real field temperature. And then as we look at the next several days, here's what we can expect. And it's actually good weather for World Cup racing because they don't necessarily want any snow. They've been working hard with man-made snow and controlling the environment, injecting that course with water to basically make it an ice rink that's just tilted. They want it to be super slick out there. But for your Tuesday, we'll see a high in the 40s, 50 for Wednesday, even warmer for Thursday for that first Super G race that we'll be doing with the Birds of Prey races this weekend. And then Friday, 49, same thing for Saturday. So really not too much of a change in the weather for the next several days. Looking at long-term forecasts, maybe a change in the weather by next week, but it's the last day of November today. December starts tomorrow. It's unbelievable how warm it is this time of year, and we're really glad that we were able to get Beaver Creek open yesterday. So I was out there for opening day. I took one run, then I had to head back into work, but the coverage on Gold Dust and basically from the Latigo Flats, from the top of Lift 6 down all the way to the base, and then the Hay Meadow beginner area with Hay Meadow Express, 2 lifts for you to enjoy. Really great job. Kudos to the snowmakers, to the snowcat drivers, everyone that has really transformed that whole area to make it skiable and rideable for everyone. We'll give you some more details on opening day in headlines, which is coming up next. We'll be right back with more Vail Daily Live.
even more now than maybe before. The fresh air, good for your head, it's good for your heart, it's good for you physically, and it'll make you smile. And go rip some pow!
Let's go. I'll lead you, follow. There's nowhere we can't wander. I know you hear it calling too.
All right, we're back with Vail Daily Live. We're going to give you a look at what made headlines in today's paper for Tuesday, November 30th, the very last day of the month. And on the cover, you can see First Chair Fred is what we were calling him yesterday. They are going through the banner break. This was the group that stayed out overnight. They got there about 10 p.m. Some got there at 11. Some got there at 2 a.m. But they were first chair up the Beeve for Beeve's opening day yesterday, and that leads us into our headlines for today. It was a pretty mellow Monday at the Beeve, but they had groomed corduroy, free pastries, and clear bluebird skies. That's what greeted snow riders of all types as Beaver Creek opened for the season with 2 lifts running. We've got a lot of photos of everything from the conditions on the slopes to those wonderful hot pastries, the first chair cruise equipment there. So you can read about it on page A2 and A3 in today's Vail Daily. Also in today's Vail Daily, Beaver Creek begins this on a Monday. All right. Also, lighting up the night. Happy Hanukkah, everyone. We've got the menorah candle right there by the ice rink at Arabelle. And you could see they were lighting those candles up yesterday. So if you want to head to the village of Lion's Head to take part in this, you can do so. Check this out. It's on page A9. Also, there's a fundraiser tonight to help those displaced by the Liffview condominiums fire in Avon. The event will have a live DJ, a dinner buffet, silent auction, and more to support those impacted by the fire. It's just a $10 entry fee. And just so nice that Route 6 Cafe is opening up their doors. This will start tonight at 4 p.m. So even if you just stop by on your way home after work, throw a little money into the entry fee, maybe donate something if you've got it. This will really help out those folks that have been affected by this fire. And then Chris Anthony's Mission Mountain Vanguard, we're going to be talking to him in just a minute with Brazzo. This tells the story of the legendary 10th Mountain Division and what they did basically after they fought in Italy. So pretty cool story. And that movie will debut on Wednesday, tomorrow night at the Valar. And speaking of the Valar, we've got some great shows coming to the Valar. You can see this is a picture from the past showing that beautiful tree, and the Valar is going to really help you get into the holiday spirit with Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Josh Turner is coming here for you country music fans, and the Dallas String Quartet will be here as well. And then hockey. Hockey is coming back to the Dobson Arena. We've got the Vail Yeti. They're preparing to kick off their season. If you're looking for some hockey action throughout the season, this is a fun group to watch, and they compete with different teams from all over the region and even some national teams. So learn more in our sports section today. So a lot of things happening in the Vail Daily today. So pick up your copy, learn more about Eagle County Gives Day. That's an event that's going on this evening out at Four Eagle Ranch. It's a free event, but when you go there, you're going to get a drink ticket, you're going to get an appetizer buffet, live music by the Evolution, and it'll help remind you to schedule your donations for the big Gives Day, which is next Tuesday, December 7th. So yeah, grab your Vail Daily today. It's free, found in newspaper dispensers from Eastvale all the way down to Gypsum and Dotsero, or just go online, vaildaily.com, for these stories and much, much more. All right, we're going to take it out to the Colorado Snow Sports Museum right now. Brazzo is standing by with Chris Anthony, who's been a longtime friend of ours in the media world. We've interviewed him for many more Miller films and many other endeavors, his youth project, nonprofit, but here's more.
It's up to you. I'll stand up. Yeah. Hello, everybody. I'm here at the Colorado Ski Museum. What a perfect venue to be talking with this dead set legend, our friend Chris Anthony. We were just talking about the movie and the historic value and how this premiere tomorrow in Vail is so important and so emotional for you. You almost make me cry just to listen to your emotions. So it's very nice. So first of all, welcome.
Thank you.
And you are amazing. You are one of my local heroes. We have the total rock star here. You know, a skier with the Warren Miller videography, producer. He created a symphony too. You know, so tell me a little bit about the whole experience, please.
Yeah, absolutely. So tomorrow night at the Villar Center for the Arts is going to be the premiere, the Beaver Creek Vail Valley premiere of the film that you guys have heard about for so long. I think because I've been working on it for so long. I think it's been about 6 years, and so finally it came to fruition. Is that the word? And it'll be at the Villar Center tomorrow night. And we're doing a very special screening of it there. We're doing a VIP event, which is all sold out. So those that got their VIP tickets, you're very lucky. But we're going to lead into the evening with a silent auction in the lobby area. And then we are going to show the film, do a Q&A. There is a post reception for the VIPs, so it's going to be a wonderful evening. But I brought these in because this is going to be part of the silent auction. You got to line them up right. But this is a pair of skis, the one of a kind, and these will be in the silent auction tomorrow night. And they have on it a piece of art of Mount Mangart. So the name of my film is Mission Mount Mangart. And this artist, David Gonzalez, did this pair of skis that we will be auctioning off. It has Mount Mangart on. You can see some of the 10th Mountain Division guys on here. And the ski tracks where the race took place on Mount Mangart, June 3rd, 1945, which is kind of the catalyst of the story. So these will be part of the silent auction, and then we'll also do an intro. I have a very special guest coming tomorrow night, Erica Brown, a legendary blues singer. She will be singing America the Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
And that's going to be absolutely amazing, as well as film Q&A. I'm just really excited. It's going to be a really fun night. And we also got some 10th Mountain whiskey.
I was just doing a cigar a second ago, so I think that's going
bourbon.
Great.
Yeah. So, yes, this is going to be also in the auction tomorrow night. We have some very unique items.
That's fantastic. So, Chris, tell me a little bit about the Mountain Mangart, the whole experience for you. For us in Vail, of course, is such a intrinsic part of our history. We have the statue there. We all grew up learning and listened to these stories of this crazy, brave, badass man to climb Machine Gun Ridge and doing all this training. How was for you to gear up? Because I saw little pieces of you with the whole gear. Tell me a little bit about the experience, please.
Yeah, absolutely. So as we all know, we are all indebted to the 10th Mountain Division. We're in the Colorado Snow Sports Museum right now, where there's a wonderful tribute all around us to the history of the 10th Mountain Division. I stumbled across a story about the division that had not been really brought to life. And it took place on June 3rd, 1945, when they held a ski race on this mountain, Mount Mangart. Thus the name of my film, Mission Mount Mangart, because that sort of opened up the wormhole, I guess you could say, for me in order to explain how they ended up on Mount Mangart, which was at the time was on the Yugoslavian border. I needed to explain who these guys were and their entire journey to get there. So that was the mission. And along the way, I kept stumbling across new stories. Like, for example, the women that played an incredible role in the history of the 10th Mountain Division that's been highly ignored. So there was 200 women out at Camp Hale that I bring to life, and particularly one woman that played a significant role, Deborah Bankart, who was like a recruiter, as well as she became a front lines volunteer in Italy during wartime for the 10th Mountain Division. And special guest to the film, Michaela Schifrin, is telling the Deborah Bankart story. So this is it's a 70-minute documentary that is so full of detail about the 10th Mountain Division and their journey. And it kind of is told from a point of view of my journey, finding that journey. And the reason that I stumbled across it was because of where I always go a few times a year in northeastern Italy and take people to ski, to bike, and that's when I stumbled across this story. So I needed to connect myself to this bit of history and then Colorado to that part of the world. And it's all done in this film. It took quite a while to make it happen. The other magical part of it that came to life a couple weeks ago on Veterans Day was that I didn't really have money to buy music for the film. So I composed a lot of the music with a guy out in New York City. So we have all original music. And a couple weeks ago, the Colorado Symphony performed the music live. And it was a very emotional day for sure. But I have to admit, tonight, we have such a good, or tomorrow night, Wednesday night at the Vail Center, we have a better sound system. The symphony doesn't need a great sound system, they're a symphony. Right. But tomorrow night we have a great sound system. So those that are doubling up, seeing in both places, will hear a completely different story because they're going to hear more detail in the sound engineering of the film.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Chris was explaining to me how the piano talks and make you feel the snow. Yeah. So it's fantastic. I'm very, very happy to listen to you. I think it's the mix of your skill, your passion for skiing, the mountains, that call that you always had for the mountains, and the history then kind of aligns with a purpose and a mission. You do a lot of things for youth too, yes, and for a lot of local organizations. So I'm very happy and proud of you and all of our community. And I'm so excited to learn all those pieces of history, all those details, and live it through your eyes and through your experience. So thank you very much to bring this to life. And people, come and see tomorrow the premiere in Vail Village, well, in Vail, in our area, but at the Villar, and talk to Chris, make some cool questions.
Yeah, and I should point out is that the partnership with the Vail Center has been wonderful, and all the proceeds, beyond some short expenses to put the film on tomorrow night, will all benefit my youth project. So the film is always going to benefit the youth project.
I love it.
Okay. Oh, this is so great.
You know what's going on. Thank you, Chris, and we'll see you in the mountains.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, Chris Anthony speaking right there at the Colorado Snow Sports Museum, which is a wealth of knowledge on history of the sport in our state. And we're so excited to have this. It's Mission Mount Vanguard. You can get your tickets at the Villar website, villarpac.org. It is tomorrow night. Doors open at 6:30. The show will be shown at 7:30. Get there early. Check out the silent auction items like those skis, and talk to Chris and really immerse yourself into this little bit of history. It's so neat to go back and to see how he's pieced together all these different pieces of what these soldiers were doing just shortly after the Germans surrendered in Italy. But we're going to be right back with more Vail Daily Live. We'll give you some weather details, some terrain updates, and I'll let you know how you can plan your week with all the activities that are going on.
Look your best with fashions from the outlets at Silverthorne. Mountains of brands to suit your style with savings up to 70% off every day. Don't forget to pick up a VIP savings card from the Colorado Welcome Center for even more discounts. Become an Elite Rewards member and earn amazing gifts. Outlets at Silverthorne, located 30 minutes east of Vail, exit 205 on I-70.
All right, we are back. I want to thank Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Roastery Company for fueling our adventure this morning. If you are looking for a way to start your day, hop on over to their new location in Beaver Creek, just an escalator ride down from chair number 6. And then also they have their original location in just outside of Minturn, actually, across from the Grouse Trail, if you're going to be doing any hiking today. Hey, we want to give you a look at the roads. And with the absence of snow, we're not seeing any weather-related related issues on the roads and probably some pretty light traffic during this part of the week. Usually we see that influx of traffic coming up to the mountains on Thursday night or Friday afternoon or even Saturday morning. That's when you see a lot of it. And then a lot of it going down is when you see the heavy traffic. But things are moving smoothly on all of the 4 cams that we're looking at right now. You could see just a few areas of snow in those higher elevations up on Vail Pass. But down on the valley floor, really nothing to mention. And a little bit of construction on this upper left-hand screen. You could see some of those barrels off to the shoulder of the road. Keep in mind there's a few projects that are still wrapping up, so you may encounter just a slowdown if they're shutting down a lane or shutting down a shoulder of a road, that kind of thing. So just pay attention to the electronic message boards so you can keep up to date on what is going on with everything on the roads. And you can always download the app, seeatrip.org. They've got a great app that you can have on your phone, and that way, in case you do get stuck on traffic, at least you can find out what's going on and maybe when things will start flowing once again. But let's take it outside and see if we've got Brazzo standing by. He was... Oh, okay. They're setting up. So we're going to talk about a few things going on with the Birds of Prey. So a lot of things happen at Beaver Creek. We had the world's best chocolate chip cookie competition on Wednesday and the tree laid-in on Friday. Also on Friday, they announced they're going to open on Monday. So we just wrapped up opening day. We do have about 70 acres of terrain available for you. What you do is you take a Lift 6, which is the Centennial Express. That brings you up to Spruce Saddle, kind of their mid-mountain area. And from there, you head out to the east. You go along the Latigo Flats, which is kind of the flat catwalk section. And then you head down Gold Dust. That is open for you. And then also the Hay Meadow Express, the beginner gondola at the base of the mountain. That region is open for you as well. I saw some kids getting some lessons yesterday. That's a great beginner area. So it's nice to know that there is beginner terrain for you over at the Beeve. And then over at Vail, over the weekend, they opened up Tier 2 Avanti Express. It's a 6-passenger lift that takes you up to that ridge line, kind of between Lion's Head's Eagle's Nest and the top of PHQ, the Midvale area. So what you're allowed to do is go from Lion's Head over to Tier 2 to Midvale. And then from Midvale, you can ski all the way down to the bottom. So there's no top to bottom skiing over in the Lion's Head area. It is just down to Vail Village. Over by Lion's Head, they've got the beginner chairlift, the Little Eagle lift, chair number 15, and then the Thundercat Magic Carpet, which helps you get up and kind of learn on that terrain that's perfect for beginners. And then you download that at the end of the day. So slowly but surely, we're making more snow. We'll let you know when you can go eventually all the way down to Lion's Head. But both villages are open, the restaurants are open, everything is status quo down at the base, but we're just having people go certain routes to get down to the base of the mountain right now. So that's a look at your terrain report. And going back to the Audi Birds of FIS Ski World Cup, that is going on right now. So a lot of the racers arrived here yesterday straight from Lake Louise, Canada, where they had to actually cancel one of the downhill races. So Beaver Creek shuffled their schedule. They picked that up. So now we have 2 Super G races. We have 2 downhills when there was only 1 downhill race scheduled before. So they need to get at least 1 day of downhill training in. So they're going to do that tomorrow. The weather looks great for that. And that's all they need. They don't need any training runs for Super G, but they're getting the downhill training in tomorrow. And then we're going to open things up for spectators to check out the races. This is free. That gives you access to get up there. They're going to have shuttle buses from the base of Beaver Creek, or from the base of Beaver Creek Village, all the way up and come back down. And it's just such an exciting time. We've got so many different countries that are here. Their fastest racers are here, and all these names, all of them are going to be going to the Olympics as well. So it's kind of a neat time to check it out and see what's going on up close and personal. And then back in the village, we're going to have fun activities happening on Birds of Prey Way with live music. We'll have the Beers of Prey event, the beer tastings on Saturday. So you can find out more at bcworldcup.com. But let's take a look at kind of what the vibe is up at the Beeve. later this week. Oh, so amazing, so fun. I get so excited when I see what's going on for the Birds of Prey races. So once again, we have races on Thursday and Friday that are the Super G, and then the downhill races will be Saturday and Sunday. Now, the downhill is the longest and fastest race. They reach top speeds, sometimes up to 80 miles per hour. They have the least amount of gates, and then the Super G, a few more gates, speeds just a little bit slower. The course is a little bit shorter, and these are called the speed events. And we don't have any technical events going on right now, so we don't have any giant slalom or slalom. They're kind of separating the pods of the athletes. So other areas will host the speed events, and they're going to keep the technical events separate. So that's why we're not seeing a giant slalom this year. But speaking of GS, Mr. GS, Todd Leggety, he will be in town. He retired, and oh, it's so sad to have him not ski here. He's so comfortable on this hill, but they're going to be renaming a section of the course after him and dedicating that to him. He's also going to be doing a signing. So at 3:45 on Friday, December 3rd, he will be down in the village, and we'll be celebrating Ted this season. So really cool to see his amazing career throughout all the years and the many years that he dominated on the Birds of Prey course. So make sure you check that out. And you can check out the full schedule, bcworldcup.com. That'll give you details on what bands are playing, the silent disco that's going on, the Beers of Prey beer tasting event. We also have a Bloodies and Bluegrass going on Sunday morning to get you ready for the final downhill throughout the weekend. But this is just such a cool event, and the amount of volunteers that's involved in this is pretty amazing as well. Yesterday, when I was up at Beaver Creek for opening day, well before any of the crowd started to gather, the Talons crew and the volunteer groups were all going up, and that they were going up lift number 6 and then lift number 9. So you'll see that lift spinning, the Cinch Express, but it's not open to the public, and there's people down there that'll let you know that. But that's just to get the race crews and the racers and the volunteers up there to get the course ready to go. And like I said, it's a free event. You can take the buses, the shuttles will be bringing people up to the finished stadium at the base of Talon's Restaurant. So for more details, keep it tuned here to Vail Daily Live or check out bcworldcup.com. All right, we're going to take it to a quick break. I'm getting a spam risk call, so I'm going to turn that off right now, and we'll get right back to the show. Stay tuned.
See and be seen with the eyepieces of Vail. View our curated collection of the best eyewear from around the world. Find your favorite brands and be introduced to new lines of eyeglasses, sunglasses, and goggles. See in style with prescription services done in-house at Eyepieces of Vail. Schedule time with one of our optometrists or get a comprehensive digital eye exam. Our on-site laboratory allows you to get your prescription done quickly so you can get back out there. Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision.
This is the planning effect. This is how it feels to know you have a wealth plan that covers everything that's important to you. This is what it's like to have a dedicated Fidelity advisor looking at your full financial picture, making sure you have the right balance of risk and reward, and helping you plan for future generations. This is the planning effect from Fidelity.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. We are here with our law enforcement crew, and we're going to talk about something really unique that happens in our valley that talks about the care and the attention to detail that all our community has. This is Shop with a Cop, and it's happening next Tuesday, December 7th, and we're going to learn a little bit about it. I'm blown away. I've been in Walmart before where I see police officers buying with kids. So we're going to see and learn a little bit about this awesome opportunity and project from our law enforcement. Tell me a little bit about what's going on.
So I'm Deputy Vasquez with Eagle County Sheriff's Office, and we partner with Eagle Police Department to bring Shop with a Cop to the kids at Eagle's jurisdiction and our jurisdiction. And then Vail does Red Sandstone, and Avon does Avon Elementary School. So we cover 13 schools, all elementary age kids, and we take them shopping at Walmart. They get about $100 to spend on themselves or whoever they want. Transportation is provided for us by ECO, Avon Transit for Avon kids, and Vail Transportation buses for those guys. We take our kids and Eagle PD's kids up to 4 Eagle Ranch. We provide dinner for them and the wrapping experience, and then we send them home all sugared up and fed. So Avon will take theirs to the West End, and Vail goes to the Four Seasons.
That is amazing. So how you doing?
Good. How are you this morning?
I'm doing fantastic. So tell me a little about how the kids get chosen. Is just
all the children in our community get chosen by the elementary schools, whether it's a straight A student or somebody that has had a death in the family, somebody that just needs that connection, that little extra boost during the holiday season.
That is so cool. Mr. Ross, one question.
How's it going?
You're going great. Thank you. Thank you for not arresting me this morning when I break into the museum.
So okay, we'll take care of that later, though.
We'll take care of that later. Stay tuned. I might get tased today. So quick question. Through your years and to see this project, do you experience any cool connection with the kids? Any good stories about when the kids are going and buying stuff?
Every year, there's always that one child, and it seems like they always want to get something for their family. So they're given $100 to go spend something, buy Christmas presents for themselves and their family. And I remember one student, they wanted to get something for their entire family. They got everything that they wanted for their family. They just never got something for themselves, and they had about $25 left. And I told them, get something for yourself. And they were like, no, I want to see my family happy. And it just brings joy to hear that from a child. And that's what the great experience is, just giving them the opportunity to get some presents under their Christmas trees.
And connect with you guys and see that you guys are such a welcoming and protective side of our community. So an important and strong piece. Sir, tell me a bit about the outcome. What's going on here? Building community. Tell me a little bit about that piece.
Well, that is part of it, right? You said building a community, getting that communication going. We want the kids to ask questions. We want to ask them questions. It's a good chance to have us a one-on-one time with them when we shop. We're trying to break down those stereotypes that maybe police are a little scary. We want them to be able to come talk to us and just, make the holiday experience better and make the whole community a little bit better that way as well.
That makes me so happy to listen to all this awesomeness. So thank you very much. How people can support this? Is this through donations? How we can all get involved to this? I want to totally get behind this. It's such a good project.
So donations can be made to the Vail Police Department, the Avon Police Department, Eagle County Sheriff's Office, Eagle PD, in whatever monetary amount that you want. Send it in and provide for our kids. So it goes all into the community. At the Sheriff's Office, we do also a little bit of fundraising over on our Elgin side to make sure that they're not forgotten, and we provide for them too. So we make sure that our kids are taken care of throughout the valley.
That is amazing. So say hi to all these friendly, happy faces around. Happy holidays to everybody. And we live in an amazing community. So I'm super happy and proud of the place and the people around us. So thank you very much for what you guys do. My son used to play basketball to enable so many projects, and you guys get involved. It's amazing. We brought a bunch of kids to see you guys. Yes. We put a few kids in jail. We started looking into fingerprinting. It was really, really nice. So thank you for all your services and the love in the community. We really appreciate it.
First, we'd like to thank our sponsors, because without them, we couldn't do this.
Absolutely.
So without we've got a ton of them. I mean, I couldn't list them out on the top of my head, but without our community sponsors, this wouldn't be possible. So we want to really thank them.
I love it. Let's keep supporting. Back to you, Trish.
Oh, this is such a cool thing. And the fact that they do, all these different groups throughout the Vail Valley, and they wrap the presents, everything. And I love the story of how some of these kids spend the money on everyone else, and they don't even get anything. It's better to give than receive. That's such a good feeling. And that's really cool that we're able to do this again this year. I think last year it was modified due to COVID and everything and the shutdowns and lockdowns, but we're happy to be able to be out shopping again with the kids. So if you want to donate, yes, please donate to the different law enforcement organizations throughout Eagle County and really help this project grow and serve more people. But let's give you a look at the weather right now. This is brought to you by Liv Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. We're going to let you, if you contact one of their buyer brokers or contact one of their brokers to help you live the life you love. For weather today, we're going to see a carbon copy of yesterday. It's kind of like Groundhog's Day. We just wake up and we see the same thing every day. Sunny, highs in the 50s, maybe the upper 40s. Then we drop back down into the 20s. And here's what we have currently for Vail, 27 degrees. Today's high into the upper 40s. And then we'll drop down into the 20s again overnight. 0% chance of precipitation. Wind speed not bad at all as well. Should be a beautiful day out on the slopes on Vail or Beaver Creek. Don't forget, we did open Beaver Creek yesterday. And then there's a live shot of Lion's Head. You can see they're still making snow right now. So the temperature and the conditions are still good for snowmaking. If it gets a little warmer, then they shut off those machines. And then the next 5 days look like this. We'll see temperatures back into the 40s and 50s for Vail, for Beaver Creek, Avon, Edwards, Down Valley. We're going to look at clear throughout the day. Wow, it's an easy job this week for the weatherman because it's 0% chance of precipitation, which will actually be what the World Cup racers want, and the organizers, and all the volunteers, and the talents crew that puts that course all together. They don't want to have to shovel off a bunch of snow. So that'll be good weather for spectating as well as racing all throughout the day. So Let's look at the weather, but terrain. Here's what's open. So I mentioned that Beaver Creek just opened yesterday. They have two lifts open. They have a Centennial lift, which is the gondola chair combination that brings you up to the Spruce Saddle area. From there, you'll take Latigo Flats, which is kind of that ridge line between Rose Bowl and the front side of the mountain, and then that brings you to Gold Dust. Gold Dust is an intermediate run. You'll take that down, and towards the bottom there, that's where Hay Meadow Express is open, that beginner gondola, and that beginner terrain is where you'll want to be if you are a beginner. Now, over at Vail, we have Gondola 1 and Chair 4, the Mountaintop Express out of Midvale, taking you up to Buffalo's and the new Rockies Roadhouse restaurant, and the terrain in that Midvale area. You can ski all and ride all the way down from Midvale on portions of some of the catwalks and portions of the runs, and that'll bring you into Vail Village. Over in Lion's Head, we have the Lion's Head Gondola, the Eagle Bond Gondola, number 19 open for you. Just to the east of that, we have a beginner chairlift called Little Eagle Lift, chair number 15, and a magic carpet, and that'll give you access to the beginner area. You need to download that at the end of the day. But from there, you can get over to the Avante lift, chair number 2. There's not really any skiing around Avante. It's basically a way to get you from Meadows and Midvale Express to Midvale. So, some terrain has opened up over the weekend, so I just want to let you know about what it's looking like over there. But right now, hey, we're going to talk more about charitable giving. You can give to the Shop with a Cop. That's a great cause. But there's a big Gives Day that's coming up next Tuesday as well. And to get people excited about it, we're talking the rally that's going on tonight, Eagle County Gives Rally, and on the horn we've got Brooke Shonsby. Normally we're talking about the Vail Valley Charitable Fund. You're the executive director of that, but this is kind of a whole collaborative to get everyone on board with scheduling their giving next week. But we've got a fun event tonight. Tell us about this rally.
That's right, Trisha. So it may be Groundhog Day, according to your weather report, but it is also the Eagle County Gives Rally taking place this evening at 4 Eagle Ranch from 5 to 7 p.m. This historically has been basically nonprofits coming together. This year, we really wanted to cast a wider net and involve the greater community, right? So, it's going to be a great time. We have Mauricio Cavidad there with a few other fellow musicians in the Valley. It's free. You get one free drink ticket, free appetizers, and just seeing a lot of your fellow community members out and about. So just come on out, show up. Again, back to the weather report via Trisha. There's no reason that 131 will be a dicey drive this evening. So would love to see everyone there tonight.
Oh yeah, you know what? And that's so neat to bring people together and to kind of learn more about the different nonprofits. I know that the Vail Daily has come out with our Give booklet, and that lists out a lot of nonprofits. And I just referred someone to this who is new to town. But if you are new to town, like this is a great event to come to, just to kind of learn more, to mix and mingle. And I love it how a lot of you nonprofits who are so busy working in your regular realms can interact, and the way that you're all supporting each other. You know, this event is to raise all giving for all the groups and to schedule the give, because the big day is next Tuesday, but you can schedule it now. I know people get busy.
That's right. Yeah, and so today is actually Giving Tuesday, and basically that is just a day of awareness around Colorado Gives Day. So a little confusing, and though that's all it is basically like, hey, if you haven't scheduled your donations yet, you can go to eaglecogives.org to find the list of all local participating nonprofits, and then from there, you'll find a link to make the actual donation, and you can schedule it today to be made on December 7th at coloradogives.org. Okay. So, we have a very strong local coalition. Eagle County Gives has been around since 2010, and we had our biggest year last year. So, given the generosity of people supporting our local nonprofits, we raised $1.5 million for local nonprofits. So, Give Where You Live is our message. It continues to be our message because really the money that you donate stays here locally to impact kids, environment, medical, horse therapy. I mean, it's just incredible the plethora of nonprofits that we have here in the Valley.
Oh yeah, you know what? I think people don't realize how passionate our valley is, and so many diverse nonprofits. So there's always something that's going to resonate with you, you know. So and
That's right.
some, you know, and even if we may have something that has more of a national name, it's on a localized level. So it is
Yep.
really that give where you live type of thing.
That's right. Yeah, and the donations made on December 7th on Colorado Gives Day are boosted through an incentive fund. So that was created by Community First Foundation and then First Bank, obviously we know very well. And it's the largest day of philanthropic giving. So basically, it's not a dollar to dollar match. And though your donations do go further, they are boosted through this incentive fund. So again, you can schedule those today to be made on Colorado Gives Day, December 7th. And come on out tonight for Giving Tuesday and to see your nonprofit leaders and board members and, you know, and fellow neighbors, and bring your family. Like, we really want this to be a larger community event. So.
Oh yeah, and you know what? To go to Four Eagle tonight, I mean, it's going to be a beautiful night for it, and just kind of like I said, a nice drive. It'll be easy. Four Eagle Ranch, just 4 miles up off I-70, so it's easy to get to, easy to find. And we need to register. You want us to register, right? Just so you know how many appetizers to get.
Yeah, well, the head count was already turned in, so at this point, just show up.
Okay, just show up.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yes.
Okay, so 5 to 7 tonight, live music. We've got the appetizers. You get a free drink coupon, and anything else you want us to know about for this evening?
I don't think so. Also, when you first walk in, we do a raffle. So there's 4 nonprofits will be selected. So Trisha, you come in and say, Trisha Swenson, my favorite nonprofit is, and then we throw that into a bucket. We do a drawing at the end of the night, and 4 nonprofits get a $250 check to go towards their cause. So that's just another little fun thing. But and Trisha will be there emceeing with Eric Williams, another one of our favorite local emceers. So just hope to see everyone's faces there. And again, just going to eaglecogives.org, you can see the list of our 50 amazing nonprofits here in the Valley that participate in our local collaborative. You can schedule your donations today to be made on Colorado Gives Day, December 7th.
Okay, I can't wait. I'll see you tonight. I got my boots on to go down to the ranch. All right, so Giving Tuesday today, how appropriate. You know, we've been spending money on Black Friday and Shop Small Saturday, Cyber Monday. Now it's time to give back. Schedule your give today on Giving Tuesday. We're going to take it to a quick break. We've got a lot more of Vail Daily Live coming your way.
Treat your dog to delicious, nutritious dog food. Specialty items and high-quality gear for dogs who love to get outside and play. Do-it-yourself dog washing and grooming services now available. Mountain Canine, the dog-friendliest shop in the Vail Valley.
Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, where the locals locker.
This is the planning effect. This is how it feels to know you have a wealth plan that covers everything that's important to you. This is what it's like to have a dedicated Fidelity advisor looking at your full financial picture, making sure you have the right balance of risk and reward, and helping you plan for future generations. This is the planning effect from Fidelity.
Treat your dog to delicious, nutritious dog food. Specialty items and high-quality gear for dogs who love to get outside and play. Do-it-yourself dog washing and grooming services now available. Mountain Canine, the dog-friendliest shop in the Vail Valley.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
All right, time to take a look at the weather. And guess what? It's the same as it's been the last couple of days. And we're going to see it remain the same. We would love to get some snow. Continue to do your snow dance. Wash your car. I got to wash my car. Maybe that'll help it snow. But here's a live look coming from the Lionside Village area, looking up the gondola 19 line. You can see them blowing snow at the base. They're trying to get top to bottom skiing for us out of the Lion's Head base area. But right now, you still need to download on lift number 19. No new snow report, of course. We've had sunny skies, but at least cool enough temperatures to make that snow in the cooler parts of the day. 27 outside right now in Vail. Feels a little more like 23. Once that sun gets a little bit higher in the sky, the shadows go away, we'll be able to see those daytime highs reach into the 40s and the 50s, depending on where you're at throughout the Vail Valley. And as we look at the next couple of days, 50 for Wednesday, 54 for Thursday, and pretty warm weather as we roll into the weekend with the Birds of Prey men's races. We have the Super G scheduled for Thursday and Friday, and then 2 downhills. They just added a downhill last week, so that'll be Saturday and Sunday. But that's a look at the weather. Mountain-wise, we did open up Beaver Creek yesterday. It was exciting. I was there for the banner break, and we got to talk to the people that camped out overnight to get first chairs. So there's still that excitement of getting first chair, even though Beaver Creek had to delay their opening by about 5 or 6 days. They were supposed to open on the 24th. They opened on the 29th instead. But they did a remarkable job of getting their snowmaking all in place, and they were able to create a nice surface for you on the Gold Dust Trail. So basically from the Centennial Lift and Spruce Saddle, that's called the Latigo Flats, kind of a catwalk that brings you to Gold Dust. Then you take Gold Dust all the way down to the bottom. And for the beginners, we have Haymeadow Express for you for beginner access lessons. And that Haymeadow Express gondola is such a great addition to Beaver Creek Ski and Snowboard School. Over on Vail Mountain, the big news was that they opened up Avanti a few days ago. So that provides access. If you're going from Lion's Head, you can ski from Lion's Head to Avante Chair and then to Midvale. And then Midvale, you can actually ski down to the bottom of Vail Village. So just try to pay attention to the signs. Don't cut any ropes. If it's roped off for a reason. And you could lose your privileges to ski or ride on Vail Mountain or Beaver Creek if you're cutting ropes. So just a couple things to look at over there. And then over at Vail, we also, out of the Vail Village, we've Gondola 1 taking you up to Mountaintop Express. And they opened up Slifer Express and Cappuccino late last week. So a few more choices for you if you're going to be skiing or riding for today. But let's take it out to Brazos. Are they ready? Okay, we're going to see if Brazos is still inside the ski museum, the snow sports. Oh, you're down by the statue. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Hey.
I thought, it was a merited idea. I think it was very appropriate to wrap up the day with this gorgeous statue that we all know in Vail, so iconic in our place, the place that we live. And so much going on. Colorado Gift Day on the 7th, Chop with the Cop on the 7th as well. Tomorrow, the premiere in Vail with Chris Anthony. What a cool place that we live. Well, the light show in Vail still happening. 500,000 lights, LED lights, some crazy thing like that. I didn't see it yet, but man, I'm getting excited for this weekend, let me tell you.
Well, yeah, Brazos, there's a lot of things going on. We've got the full-blown schedule once again. So, and then in addition to what's going on with the Birds of Prey races, we have snow days this weekend. So we have outdoor concerts. So Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats on Friday, Dierks Bentley on Saturday. Like, I mean, you got to juggle the schedule to make sure you can fit it all in.
Oh, I will try to make it all. I'm excited. It's going to be super fun. We have a lot going on, as you said, and the holidays are here. What an amazing time to be around here for sure.
Yeah,
Let's
it definitely
get
is.
Mother Nature to give us a little bit more natural snow and be perfect. But,
Yeah,
hey,
perfect.
Not complaining. I'm just saying. I'm just Put it out there. Put it out there.
I know, I know. Hey, Brazzo, maybe you can help me do the lens of the day. Now, do you have the lenses that have like this cool technology? Like this is the one from Smith, and it basically has these little buttons on the side, and then it's a magnet. Like I just got a pair of these the other year, and it's pretty cool the way you can easily swap out. You're going to want the dark lens for today, which is the one that's in there, but then it comes with this lens. And then you can easily, if we do get the snowstorms, maybe in another week or two, then we got it. We got a nice light lens for you. Do you do this? Do you swap out your lenses, or do you just have one?
I do. I'm so snob when it comes to toys and technology. I feel like technology make you a better rider. In a dirt
Hey, sometimes you gotta pay for performance, right?
Absolutely. It's true though. I'm such a snob when I get into the tree runs and I go pluck, pluck, and I change my lenses because it makes a difference too. Yeah. When you riders ski in the middle of the trees when you don't see a lot, it makes such a big difference. And clouds can roll in at any time, a big storm can roll in at any time, and then you're ready. And it takes no space. Yeah, so I love it. Technology is where it's at.
And then, okay, I can imagine if you're kind of a stickler for this, you probably take care of your equipment, right? So, do you just let these dangle off of your helmet when you're walking to the car, or how do you store your equipment when you're going away? When you're going back to the car?
Well, first of all, I put my beanie, I put my goggles, and then my helmet. I don't stretch the band. I'm a little picky that way. And then when I finish, I take my helmet, roll my goggles inside of the helmet, and then cover it with my beanie on top. And then when I get home, I put them all in a special place because that fog, when you're living on the car and you change those temperatures, can damage the lens, the inside part. So, and they're expensive and they're a really important piece of equipment. So I definitely take care of all my toys. I don't know if you see my garage, but one of these days I give you a tour through my garage. It's my pride and joy.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. All right. Well, I know. I always say, hey, take care of your equipment. Your equipment will take care of you, and it'll last a while because, this is an investment. I'm sure you have to teach your kids that. Otherwise, they're losing like a goggle every other week, right?
Well, for sure. We have a very disciplined schedule at the house. Everybody piles their stuff together. I'm so picky with it. Yeah. I have OCD probably. I never tested, but I definitely have it. So we all have our rituals for
perfect. Okay, yeah. So hey, this lens today. This was the Smith really cool lens that it's that 40 meg. So check it out if you're in the market for some new goggles. Get those over at Eyepieces. Hey, want to take a quick commercial break, right, Rachel? All right, and we'll be right back.
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
Look your best with fashions from the outlets at Silverthorne. Mountains of brands to suit your style with savings up to 70% off every day. Don't forget to pick up a VIP savings card from the Colorado Welcome Center for even more discounts. Become an Elite Rewards member and earn amazing gifts. Outlets at Silverthorne, located 30 minutes east of Vail, exit 205 on I-70.
Even more now than maybe before. The fresh air, good for your head, it's good for your heart, it's good for you physically, and it'll make you smile. And go rip some pow.
Let's go. I'll lead you, follow. There's nowhere we can't wander. I know you hear it calling too.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. Elevated savings.
All right, let's give you one last look at the weather and terrain report before we go for today. If you're just waking up, just joining us right now, hey, you can always check out the whole show. We're on demand on Roku, YouTube, Facebook, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and we're also a podcast on Spotify. But for today, we're going to see things rapidly warm up. We're in the 20s, upper 20s right now, which really isn't too bad if you're standing out there walking the dog. Here's a live look at Lion's Head. Looking at, you could see the snowmaking guns just finishing up kind of for the day. When it gets a bit warmer, they'll shut those down during the daytime. A couple of skiers probably hopping on the bus. That's the bus stop right down there in Lion's Head, across from the Lion's Head parking structure. Next couple of days look like this, pretty similar. We're going to see sunshine, clear skies. We'll see temperatures in the upper 40s, low to mid 50s, and no chance of precipitation through the weekend. Hopefully, maybe by the end of next week, we'll see the weather pattern change. It is the last day of November. We should be colder, usually this time of year. But that's a look at the weather. Train-wise, we have Beaver Creek open, 70 acres for you, Lift 6 as well as Gondola 1. So we've got that train open for you, kind of just the front side of the mountain and a beginner area. And then over in Vail, we've got Lion's Head giving you access to the mountain as well as Vail Village. And Chair 2, Avanti Express, kind of helps you get between the two pods, those base areas. But the only way down, if you want to ski down, is back to the village. Well, let's take it outside to Brazzo. And Brazzo, there's a couple of cool events going on tonight. So, you heard about that fire in Avon at the Litview condominiums just last week. So tonight over at the Route 6 Cafe, they're doing a benefit for them. It's just a $10 donation, just to get in, entry fee, if you will. And really nice for Ollie and the crew to help support their own right here in Avon.
Very nice, very nice. I didn't know about that one, so good to know. I will stop at Route 6 and support the cause. What a cool community, right? What is the police officers helping all the kids? It's so happy. It makes me so happy to hear Mr. Valderas talking about how the kids start learning empathy and giving and caring for their family, especially when they're in some need and they put somebody in front of them. I don't know. It warms my heart. And this community have a lot of that.
I know. And speaking of giving, so it is Giving Tuesday today. And tonight at Four Eagle Ranch, we've got the Eagle County Gives Rally. So we're having a lot of the nonprofits that are a part of this collaboration. And then we're going to have some great music by members of the Evolution. And you can schedule your giving. You get a free drink coupon and some appetizers. It's a free event. So I know I'll be there. So I'll probably run into a lot of my favorite nonprofits, but we've got such a great nonprofit community here too.
For sure, for sure. A lot of organizations working with behavioral health, with youth. It's a lot of advocacy, a lot of peer-to-peer support. I'm part of the group, so through my Future Pathways. So mention it there. But it's amazing. There's so many nonprofits, and everybody's doing a great work, and it's a lot of integration too, which makes me very happy talking about community. So go out there and give a little, take a little, but give a little too,
Definitely. All right. Hey, Brazzo, we'll let you go. I know you got to get your day going. I'm going to check in with some of the chat. We've had some chat going on during our show. And don't forget, you can chat with us during our live show on the platforms of Facebook and YouTube. And what do we have here? Richard Jacobs. Hey, thanks for the update. Yep, that's what's open. LA. Hey, I hope you're having a fun time way down in the southern hemisphere. That's pretty cool. I hope you're having a great trip. She is calling in from Punta Arenas down in Chile. Oh, we should have had Brasso talk to you. He's from South America. And then, so James is wondering, could you do a quick summary of bars and restaurants in the village in Lion's Head? Anything new since last year? James, we've got the Treff Cafe, which is in the Sun and Alp Hotel. So that's opened up as a brand new coffee shop. They do have food and drinks throughout the day. And I think they even have, some beer and wine for the afternoon, the early evening. But that's right there at the Sun and Alp. Over in Lion's Head, though, pretty much the standards. We've got your tavern in the Arabelle. We've got your Garfinkel's, El Sabor. And then, of course, the Lion's Head Chop House, Montauk, Bart and Yetis. So those are all kind of, I don't think there's anything totally new over in Lion's Head. And for Vail Village, depends on when you've been here last, relatively new. El Segundo, relatively new fall line, at least the name. Those are in Vail Village. But one thing I just discovered this past weekend, Cucina Rustica, which is in the Lodge at Vail, right next to Elway's. They've normally been a breakfast spot. They've changed things up. They've got live music on Wednesdays and Saturdays, 3 to 6. I stopped in after I did the tree lighting over in Lion's Head, popped in there, said hi to a few friends, and caught the last set of Sam B, Barbecue Mike, and Brent Gordon. That trio did a wonderful job. So those are what I would recommend, James, if you're going to be coming out here. And then Roddy Travis, great to hear you're watching. Lawrence Gaynor, hello from Coral Gables. And Emma, I love the scarf. Thanks, Emma. I had a fashion crisis today, so this is what I pulled out of the closet this morning. So thanks to all of our chatters this morning. Thanks to all of our viewers. We love you, and we'll see you tomorrow bright and early at 7:30.